In Soweto, hope is hard to come by. Amidst the squalor of urban poverty, thousands of residents struggle to meet their daily needs. As a pastor, Luke Jakoyoa felt called to serve the poor. It wasn't until God changed his own view of ministry that Pastor Luke learned to empower the church to transform Soweto.
I am Pastor Luke Jakoyoa of Outreach Community Church, Power Revival Center, Soweto branch. When we first came here in Soweto, I realized that almost every man I meet was a drunkard. And everywhere where we were, there were so many busa clubs. Children were on the street, especially where we are now was a dumping ground. I was seeing children picking up the metals, trying to use that and sell. But when God put in my heart to come and serve the community of Soweto, we hired a 5x5 mabati house. The church started with 4 people. After the rest had run away because they could not stand being in a 5x5 church.
After watching his church dwindle down to only 4 members, Pastor Luke was invited with the other 3 members to attend the Samaritan Strategy Conference. It was at this conference that a dramatic shift in Pastor Luke's view of ministry occurred.
One of the things we learned in Samaritan Strategy Vision Conference was that each one of us, we have a resource, however poor you can be. Then I was to now look for the resources we have, because we are told, look for the resources that you can provide without having any problem at all. When we asked for the resources, I said the church, we could open it 7 days a week. We were realizing that we were using that church 2 hours a day on a Sunday. And here we were, by then I was still working, but these other people were not working. So, indeed, they were doing nothing for nothing. So we said, rather than doing nothing for nothing, it is better for us to do something for nothing. And that's how we went and wanted to pick the children so that their parents can have more time to go and do their business. That was the beginning of a school that is now our primary school with over 350 children. Here we are standing at a zero waste community toilet. Now we were trying to build this toilet to ensure nothing is really wasted. So we have 2 chambers which we are separating the solid waste and the liquid waste. The idea was finally to come up with a biogas and also to come up with organic manure. This is an example of a flying garden growing enough vegetables just in a gunny bag like this one. The idea is to utilize the smallest space possible. And we were doing this in order also to show this to the community. We grow various types of vegetables. Like this one called saga or deck. It's actually meant for those whose immunity systems are low. We also grow spinach, onions, and tomatoes. The soil we use is actually organic manure collected from the waste that is so much in the community. Here we are standing as the generator house. Now this generator is the one we use to pump the water that is in the bowl, which is about 600 feet deep. Here in Soweto, there are no sewage system, there are no piped water, and water is such a big problem. And here with me is Amos Nyakweba, who's actually managing this water.
We are helping the community around us by offering this water for a very small fee. This enables us to buy fuel for the generator to continue the project.
We are now at our carpentry department. Our department actually we started because of the Mzee, who was here first as a watchman. But when we had the problem of getting seats for our secondary school, Mzee was there and he told us he knows how to do these things.
I saw that our school didn't have chairs. Desks were in poor condition and I had studied carpentry. So I decided to approach my pastor and told him I could make and do repair at the carpentry sector for us not to go at loss.
We have also started a tailoring department. This project actually is meant to give livelihood to the orphans and vulnerable children, especially those who are heading their household because of the passing away of their parents. It is also helping actually to make our uniform for our children, both secondary and primary. So those are some of the projects we are doing in order to help this community. We don't do open air crusades. It is the love that has made the church to grow. From 4 people now, we are talking about almost 200 with the ministering of with over 400 children. Most of the church members are either because of their children and also they have joined because of what benefits they have seen.
Doing something for nothing has brought change to the community of Soweto. Pastor Luke now oversees nearly a dozen different projects. Each project demonstrates the love of Christ and benefits the lives of many.